1,500, how you make 4,000, how you make 7,000, and how you're going to make 10,000 every month. Thirdly, we will explain that if somebody does not win, what do they get from paying the $33 every month? That's why we will explain that side of thing as well. Also, we will also explain the advanced side of things, how you can make 10, 20, 30, 50,000, 100,000 from this opportunity. And probably even go beyond as well, because every single person that you sign up in this company, you have a chance to make matching bonus from them as well. Meaning matching bonus means that whatever they are making, you're going to be making 50% of that as well. Now, how do you unlock that? Now, how do you make that side of things? Because that can alone generate hundreds of thousands of dollars for you every single month residually. That's why we will explain, and we will also explain why this opportunity is so brilliant and so amazing. That's why, first of all, and we will explain that, and I think so, and at the end we will also take the Q&A as well. How if you guys have any questions, then we can answer your questions, and by answering your questions, we are answering everyone's questions as well. Sometimes they have their questions behind it. They're not even thinking about those scenarios, and by one person asking the question, it will answer everyone's question as well. That's why we will take answers, one by one, and we probably spend maybe half an hour taking questions. But I'll try to wrap the training up within maybe probably half an hour, 40 minutes, that we have at least half an hour or more to actually take the answers. Now, first of all, let me give you my introduction, and then Paul is going to give his introduction, and then we will explain. First of all, explain who we are, and why Car Club is going to be such a huge success. First of all, my name is Rehan. I am the CEO and one of the co-founders one of the owners of Car Club, alongside with Paul Chalmers, the managing director of our corporation. And together we run multiple projects, and we've got so many other projects in pipeline as well that you'll get to hear once you become part of our ecosystem. Now, we've been, as a company, now, by profession, I am an optician. I've done that for 10 years. I've been doing network marketing for the last 18 years. I've been world number one in some of the world number one companies, and I've been hired by multiple network marketing companies to write their compensation plans, also set up their systems, provide them with IT support, and so on. That's why my job got even bigger in network marketing when I started to provide other services to other network marketing companies. That's why since 2014, I've been helping a lot of different network marketing companies to get to their feet. From 2018, I have not worked for another network marketing companies. I actually created my own network marketing companies where I've been very, very successful and made hundreds of millions in process. That's why we are very successful in what we do. And we have created one of the most biggest and one of the most complicated systems on the planet. That's why we just imagine we are a huge IT company that produces. We don't buy softwares, we make our own softwares. We don't buy blockchain, we create our own blockchains, we create our own systems. We, as a company, we own our own brokerage, we have our own academy. And we have a huge infrastructure of offices all across the world. That's why, as a company, there is a huge backing to the system. Majority of time, the reason the systems fail is because the people behind the system don't have enough money. That's why when you see this company, you will see that there is a lot of money behind the system. That's why this system is already, we started to give out the cars even before our normal criteria. The reason is because our normal criteria is first month they qualify, next month they confirm, then the third month they get the car. But with us, even as soon they're qualifying, we start giving out these cars. That's why that shows that company is not just relying on the 29 euros that the company is receiving. We as a company have got enough backing for us to give out thousands of vehicles out even in our initial phase. That's why and this just gives confidence to experienced networkers like Mark or Gary to come and join us because they know that the company has got that financial backing. Another thing that you will see with Car Club is that the 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 systems that we create is like Rolls Royce of systems. That's why we create a lot of apps, and also our systems are like Rolls Royce of systems. Also, you get a lot of help from not just from the admin side of things, also from the ownership as well. That's why you get to see Paul available on lots of different calls, doing presentations and also answering people's questions, and he's going to be very hand-on working with the leadership directly as well. Sim, again, you'll see me as well working directly with the leadership. That's why there are not many companies where you can actually speak to the CEO of the company or the managing director of the company or the head of marketing. You don't get to speak to anybody like that. But in here, on weekly basis, we take questions from people, we take suggestions from people, and if people are having trouble anywhere, we try to solve those things on spot. That's what you get with a company with huge amount of support. That's why once you start working in Car Club, you will see you are not just a member, you are part of a family. That's why that's why you will get the respect that you normally and some of the network marketing companies lack in. They don't give the respect to their leaders because they're working really hard and they are not giving them the respect and the recognitions that they so crave for. And a company who's ready to listen to their objections, not just their objections, their suggestions. So I don't see, and this was my main reason to start a network marketing company, because being a networker, I wanted to because I could relate with networkers. That's why I wanted to create a company where the company is created for networkers. And that's where you see not many companies are owned by a networker. That's why in here, you guys, you can see that there is one of you who has become the CEO of the company. That's why what you see difference between this company and any other company, where in here you are a part of the family and you get the respect and support that you cannot get. I would say it's very hard to get with another company. In here you will get a lot of support, a lot of respect, and also you will feel like that you are not working with the company, you own this company. And we make you feel that way because we make you feel important, and we believe that you are very important for us. That's why the support and also the transparency side of things, and you will see that we are very approachable. The whole admin staff is extremely approachable in that respect. Now, rest I'll pass it to Paul now.
Thank you very much. Hello, everybody. Let me tell you just a little bit about my background, two separate areas of my life, really.
Yes.
First of all, I'm an electrical engineer, electronics engineer, trained in that. But my path took me along manufacturing, and I used to go into companies, blue chip companies. We're talking about Mitsubishi, Monsanto, Exxon, and the last role that I had within manufacturing was with Tyco, looking after all manufacturing for UK and Europe. So my role was to go into companies to improve them and make sure that customer service, customer support, and the actual product that was being made was the best it could possibly be. I also have another side to me, which was the trading side as a financial trader, and I used to do that in line with the other jobs that I do. But that has advanced, and I, as well as being the MD of this amazing company, I also have my own company, which is one of the largest trading academies in the world. In fact, it is the only academy in the world within the network marketing space that is accredited. In other words, we can actually provide internationally recognized qualifications out to people up to diploma level, and we're actually going for the next stage again. Now that adds something extra. You know, Rizwan and Rian have the network marketing side. I have a very structured business side to me, providing the best service that we possibly can do. Now, with that's a little bit about me, and that's some of the role that I do within the company. And there'll be more information coming out, I'm sure, later on about, you know, what we're doing, as Rian has said, about some other services, especially one that we're going to be expanding into. But Car Club, as we have now, there's a lady that we were talking to actually on this now, and I will say her name correctly, Rachel. And Rachel is also from the USA. Now, it's great, Mark, you have achieved the first car in the US, and I'm looking forward to coming over there. And I think by the time I come over in a number of weeks' time after our Dubai event, because remember, we are officially launching, we're in pre-launch, and it's gone viral. So just imagine what it's going to be looking like after launch, which is going to be in Dubai on the weekend of the 13th and 14th of May, which is only 10, 11 days away. Now, what will happen then is that I'll be going over to the USA after that. And by then, I think we'll actually have another two people. Now, the great thing about it is that it's real.
Maybe more than
three. Maybe I'll be going from.
Two are confirmed, I would say. Two more. Right. I think so. Two are just very close. That's why probably if Mark can do it in 2 weeks, and that means that by the time you're there, maybe there are 10 people waiting
so I'll be
for
doing
you.
a tour of the USA in that case. I'll be starting in Virginia, going down to Florida, up to Minnesota, etc. But the thing is about it with Car Club, it shows that you can achieve a car. But the thing is, we are actually giving them. You know, we had a presentation on the weekend for UK. Already 3 have gone out. By the looks of it, within a couple of weeks' time, there'll be 8 or 10 of them. So people are achieving them. And the great thing about this is it's very easy to achieve, especially in network marketing. Now, I'm not from a network marketing background. And I very quickly saw that you need thousands, if not tens of thousands of people, which is not unusual for a lot of leaders. Yet in here, you need just 3-figure numbers. You need a couple of hundred people, and all of a sudden you've got the car and you're starting to get residual as well. So what the company has done with Car Club, it has cut away all the traditional ways that you need to be able to make that amount of money with teams which have shrunk by 10 times. Where you'd have 10,000 people, you now need 120 before you get what you actually want. So what we've able to do is we've rewritten the books on network marketing with this company, with this service that we're providing. And as Rachel said, I just want to mention something Rachel said to us a little earlier. Rachel said, this is what we've all been waiting for. This is going to be enormous in the US. Just from Rachel alone. Now we've seen Mark Hamlin prove it. Rachel's just joined. I expect I'll be going to see her in a couple of weeks' time. She'll have already achieved the car. But this is something that anybody can do very, very quickly. And I think we'll go from there now, Rehan, onto the training.
Now, the thing is, just imagine any network marketing company, because I was involved with creating so many amazing systems. What I've seen is this, that in a network marketing company, the major chunk of money goes into developing a product. That's why, for example, if I don't want to name network marketing, some of the huge names in the market, their product development is the major cost. That's why a lot of money has gone into development. Now, second thing is they need to brand that product. That's why branding takes another huge chunk out of a lot of money that gets invested into branding that product. Then you have to find a manufacturer who can manufacture this particular product. Thirdly, you need to basically package this product. Now, packaging is also packaging is everything. If you have a product that has not been packaged properly, even how good it is, it's not going to sell very well. That's why packaging, again, is a vital part of the product when it comes to network marketing. And finally, the product has to be delivered. Now, it has to be delivered, and it can only be delivered to a certain community because of the manufacturing, logistics, and also so many other things. Because you can't send it to you can only send it to certain countries and certain zones. That's why Now, meaning the company has to do hundreds of millions worth of sales to make a very small profit. Now, that profit needs to be shared with not just with the members, but also company needs to make some money as well. So company makes some money, and then there's a very little amount that's left for the networkers to make. Now, and again, it's limited to people where this product can reach. The reach of this product is very, very important. Now, when you talk about a digital network marketing company, a digital network marketing company can reach anywhere where somebody has got a phone. That's why anybody who has got an access to internet can join digital network marketing company. Now, being a digital network marketing company does not mean that it hasn't got a product. Now, but the only difference is it has got a digital product. Now, some products will provide you education. Some products will, similarly with us as well, we provide you with an app where the app is alone a product. Not just an app, the app will also provide you daily news on cars and so many other things. And just, there are channels charge hundreds of dollars every month just to provide news on channels like Telegram. People are paying hundreds of dollars a month just to access a Telegram group. Just imagine having an app that's giving you information or news. If we're charging for that, that is a product. Not just that, we'll also have training, we'll have trainings, we will have training workshop, we'll also get discounts, tickets to international car events, and so many other things that we have part of the product. That's why the company has got a product. But the best thing about the product is this, that it is scalable. Scalable means that Uber has created one app. Now, even if they have one driver, they have million drivers, they only need that one app. Similarly, with us as well, we have a product, it is a product, but even we have 1,000 members or 10,000 members or a million members, still it is scalable. That means the profitability of the company goes up. Now, Uber does not own an app. Airbnb does not own an app, but it is a product. Similarly to Car Club as well, we are a product, and the only thing is there is no bio product of there is nothing getting wasted anywhere else. That's why majority of the money is actually benefiting the company and also benefiting the members. Hence the reason where Paul was coming with is that with a very small fee of 29 euros, that's $33 a month, can generate a car with only very few members, with only 120 members, and also with also achieving residual bonuses and so many other bonuses. With a smaller amount and with smaller amount of members, you can do so much because of the digital aspect of this business. That's why what we have created here is a product that has the sustainability of a product-based business, but at the same time, it's a scalability and the money that it can generate of a digital network marketing company. That's why Car Club is one of the most powerful MLM models ever created to my eyes. That's why I think so it's going to grow, it's going to become a household name. And I am telling you that, and we are still in our pre-launch. That's why I am so privileged and so honored to be a part of a system that's helping out people. Because personally, I don't need money. Paul does not need the money. We don't need the money that we are doing this. We're doing this because we know people are in crisis. The second biggest expense in this of a household is a car. And we cannot do without our cars. How are we going to take our kids to school? How are we going to take our parents to hospital? How are we going to get to work? How are we going to provide for our families? That requires you to have a vehicle. And also the insurance, that's why obviously You can go and buy a car. You can go and get a car on a finance. But the thing is, there is a smart, we created the third way, the smart way of achieving a car. And that's what we call car club. And simply you just creating a community, and that's where you make getting the car from. That's how powerful car club is. Now, I'm just going to quickly going into the compensation plan. I'm going to explain everything one by one. That should answer almost 99% of your questions on Car Club. But obviously, you probably want to know more. That's where, if I miss out on anything, please ask me a question and I'll try my best to answer those questions. Thank you very much.
Just turning the screen around, everybody, to go onto the board.
Yes. Oh, yes. The way I said thank you.
Yeah,
Oops, no, it's not going anywhere. Okay, guys. I hope you guys can see my board now. Now, first of all, now in Car Club, it works as a unilevel plan, meaning whenever you sign up somebody, they sign up directly with you. Now, from 14th of May onwards, you'll be able to sign up, meaning from next, is it next week now?
Yeah, it's
Next Tuesday?
It's 11 days, actually.
11 days. Oh, sorry.
11 days.
It's 11.
Next
Tuesday we're flying, and then the weekend. Yes.
So 11 days.
In 11 days time, you'll be able to place people into your downlines down, meaning anywhere in your team, you'll be able to place people, but that person still is going to be your direct. Now, that feature was not available in Car Club, but some leaders from United States of America has requested that can it be added to our current system. And as you know, the company is always listening to our members, and we have added that feature. Not just that feature, we are adding even more features into our system. And also, they asked for a few other features that we have already added those features into our system already. Now, that's why whenever you sign up people, they go directly with you. That's why if you sign up 100 people, there are 100 people, you will have 100 legs. If you signed up 10 people, you have 10 legs. That's why at the moment, anybody that you sign up, get signed up directly with you. Now, and even in future, it will be the same, but then you will have an option. If you don't want them to be directly signed with you, they can go into your downline, but they'll still be your direct. Now, first of all, I'm going to explain you how you're going to achieve the car. Now, for us, this opportunity we wanted to target not just the networker. We wanted to a normal person who has never heard of network marketing, an average person who has never heard of network marketing. For that person, how he's going to understand our system. That's why we kept the system very simple, very easy, that everyone can understand. That's why you don't have to have a degree in network marketing to understand compensation. Because some of the compensation plans in network marketing is so complicated, even I can't understand them. Even I'm an expert on network marketing compensation plan. I've written so many compensation plans for other companies, and still some compensation plans are so hard. It takes me months to crack them, to find so many things that they make them complicated because they don't want to pay. And that is the main reason they make them so complicated. That's why we made Car Club compensation plan the easiest compensation plan on the planet. That's why. What are the two rules? There are only two rules. Number one is 120 people. Okay. The second rule is maximum 40 people from one organization. Meaning there is, even on the 100th of level, it does not matter how deep it is, maximum from one leg, the company will count 40 people. And How many people you need altogether to achieve a car? Is 120 people. Why 40 from one organization is because, for example, somebody down the line on 100th of level, somebody does 120 people. It does not mean that company gives out 100 cars. Otherwise, it's not possible. Mathematically, it's not possible. That's why there's a criteria for the car is 40, but then it goes down, it goes up. It gets easier up through the ladder of when you start making residual, then we count more people from each leg, but I will explain that in the next bit. But for now, I'm just going to show you how you're going to achieve the car. Now you join. Now, Mr. Hi, Paul, if you could help me with mathematics, please.
Okay, certainly.
That'll be because he's very good in maths, you know. That's why he, now, first of all, you join A, B, and C. Sorry, first of all, you join. Now, joining B is 99 euros or $110. Okay, and monthly is 29 euros or 33. Sorry, dollars. Dollar sign, sorry, apologize. Now, is $33 or 20, now, meaning altogether you have paid, how much you have paid, $143 you have paid. Okay, you have paid $143, or in this instance, 128 euros. Okay, now do people understand this? I hope you guys do. Okay, now just now, the idea is that you help, you join, sorry, I apologize. You join A, you join B, and you join C. If you've done this in 30 days after your joining, for each person that you join, you receive 50 euros or $55. I'm just going to talk in dollars now, 55, 55, 55. Now, if you've done this in 30 days, you receive an extra $110. That means how much you have made?
165, 275.
270, 285, I think.
Sorry, 1 second.
75, and 100, 210. So
50, 150, 165, 275, 275.
275?
Yeah,
You sure? Okay.
pretty sure.
Okay, that's fine. Okay. You made 270. How much you have paid? You paid 140. How much was it?
143 was 9.
143. You paid 143. You have made 275. Okay. Now, it's very. Now you have paid 143 and you made how much? 275. You already in profit. Now help your A, B, and C to make 275 as well. Meaning A to get day 3, B to get day 3, and C to get day 3 people. Now, it's very important that we work on the fast start bonus. Now, the 110 is the fast start bonus. That's right. Because if you have not earned the first start bonus, how are you going to teach somebody for them to achieve a fast? And once you help them to achieve the fast start bonus, they can help their 3 people to achieve the fast start bonus as well. That's why whenever you sign up somebody, you make sure they know how to. They already have their 3 people to make sure they know how to achieve the fast start bonus. If they can't, then please don't join them. That's right. It's really, really important because $143 or 128 euros is not a lot of money. If you don't even have 3 people in your life who can spend $143 for you, who can then you need to look at your life choices, that what you have done in this world, that there are not even three people are willing to spend this much money for you. That's why it is very, very easy, very, very simple, because we're not telling them to invest thousands of dollars with you. Only $33 a month. That's all we are asking for. Now, simply you need to grow for another two levels. 9, 9, 9, 27, 27, 27. Meaning when 3 will bring their 3, that's 9, and 9 will bring their 3, that's 27. Now, if you count this, 40, 40, and 40. Now, if you add them together, that's 120, and you have already achieved your car. Not just the car, company is going to pay for the insurance. The insurance, the car value needs to be 40,000 or less. The company will help you choose the car and also work with the dealer, and we will pay for the deposit and monthly installments. We will directly deal with the dealer. We will help you to get the insurance. The maximum insurance we pay is 1,500. That's why, for example, if you're a bad driver or you're a very young driver, the maximum we pay is 1,500. Any more than that, you have to pay that from your pocket. Now, if somebody does not want the car, or a country where we cannot provide a car, we will pay you $1,000 towards the car. But obviously, that's why. But in any country that we can provide cars, we are going to be providing the car for its insurance, for its liability insurance, for its breakdown cover, for its maintenance, its tires. All you got to do is you have to add fuel and water to the car, and that's about it. That's why there's going to be a fair usage policy as well, around 12 to 15,000 miles. I think so. It's miles per year, but it all depends on the dealer that we are dealing with, where we are buying the car, because the fair usage policy is going to be from the car provider, and it can vary, because if, for example, if they want to do higher mileage, then maybe they have to choose a car that will allow them, or dealer that allows them for more miles. But the thing is, it's going to be a more client-to-client sort of service there, where our admin team will deal with once somebody will achieve a car, like Mark has achieved a car. We had a call with him. I think so before even he achieved the car, we knew from our system that he's very close. We had a call with him. Can you go and see the dealer today? Get us the information, what you're looking for, that we get to the work straight away to get you the car as soon as possible. That's how we want to work. That's how we want to. The thing is, the most important thing for a company to grow is, there are two things. One, company needs to have good financial backing. Number two, delivery of their promise. That's why two things are very, very important in our system. Now, for any system to be successful, now withdrawals will take 72 hours to process, meaning any withdrawals that you do, they get paid within 72 hours. But at the moment, I think so. I don't think so. Since the company has started, all withdrawals were paid within 24 hours. So since we have launched the system, all withdrawals have been paid within 24 hours. But obviously, by the system, we say 72 hours. But it's better to over-promise, under-promise and over-deliver. That's what company's analogy is. Whenever the company will promise something, for example, we have promised that we will launch the app, and you get the app on this so and so date. We will always try to exceed your expectations. We'll try to do things better than what we have promised. That's why that's the motto the company is working on. Now you have achieved the car. Now obviously you need money as well. That's how you're going to make, because achieving car is very easy. I think so. A lot of you can do it within a week, 2 weeks, and some people can even do it. You guys can even do it in days. That's how easy it is. Because I have worked in companies where achieving the car will take me 4 or 5 years. It's normally to the end of the plan sort of thing car. But in here, the first step is the car. So you get the car before you, that's why that's how powerful this opportunity is. Now, how do you get to the next level? Now, we have, at the moment, we have 5-tier plan. Now, the way the 5-tier plan works, T1, now we've got T1, T2, T3, T4, and T5. Okay? Now for T1, you need 240 members. Oh, sorry, we apologize. For T, you need 120, 240, 360, 480, and 600. Okay. Now these are the different tiers. Now how do you achieve those tiers? Now for the T1, it's 40 people. It's 40 people from each leg maximum we count. For tier 2, 100, tier 3, 100, tier 4, 100, and tier 5, again, 100 from one leg. Now, I will also explain how do you start making more money when you have more than 100 people in one tier, and that is the matching bonus that I will explain. And I think so that's the most powerful income in car club. That's why once you start making the matching bonus, I think so that will open up a floodgate of money for you. That's why I will explain that the next thing that I will explain. Now, how do you achieve tier 1? You need 40, 40, and 40. That's tier 1. For tier 2, you need 100, 100, and 40. Now, I will explain how this works. Now, we have a gentleman on this call who is upline of Mark Hamlin. Now, his name is Gary again, and Gary has got 100 and 100 criteria already done. And he's now working on the 40. Oh, sorry, I forgot to mention how much you make on each tier. Sorry, do apologize. On tier 1, you will make, you'll get a car. Tier 2, you make 1,500. Tier 3, you make $4,000. Tier 4, you make $7,000. And tier 5, you make $10,000 every month. Okay. All these bonuses are monthly bonuses, guys. Okay. Now, tier 1, you are making. That's why Gary, once he has 40 people in this organization, he is going to not just achieve the car, but he's also going to be straight away on 1,500 as well. That's why he's not actually achieving tier 1, he's achieving tier 2 straight away. That's why for up to tier 2, you only need 3 organizations. Or even you have multiple organizations, it does not matter. The company will still count those people in. But the only thing is the company will only count maximum 100 people from one organization, meaning you can have 10 legs, but if you don't have more than 100 people in each organization, we are counting 100% of those people. The only thing is when you have people, more than 100 people in one organization, that's the maximum we count from that particular organization. anything that's why for up to tier 2, you only need 3 organizations. Now, it used to be different when we launched this company. You needed almost 6 organizations for tier 2. We were counting 40 people for it. But obviously, when we spoke to leaders, when we done some mathematics, we understand that we can easily do that. Now, tier 3, you need 100, 100, 100, and in the third organization, you only need 60. Okay? That's why now this is the minimum criteria I'm talking about. You can have even more organizations. Now, similarly for you need 100, 100, 100, 100, and obviously 80 in the third one. And for the sixth one, 100 in each of your 6 organizations. That's 100, 100. I hope you guys understand compensation then up to here. Now, now that's how simple the compensation plan is, and that's how easy it is for you to start making 10,000 a month. Now, one thing I completely forgot about is a lot of people will ask you a question: how can company afford to give a car for only 29 euros? That's why if you look at the company, or $33. That's why, for example, if the company is charging $33 times 120, how much is that? How much is that? $33. That's 33 times 120. That comes to 3,960. Okay? Now, because company every month, when one car goes out, when somebody achieves one car, the company is receiving this every month. That's why for the company to give out a car is very easy, and also afford all the other bonuses as well, and all the bonuses that I'm going to explain. That's where I said the power of digital network marketing. That's why you can see that's how lucrative it is for the company to give out one car. That's why it is complete. That's why even if company gives out 100 cars, 200 cars, 1,000 cars, even million cars, company can afford to. The reason is each time when one car goes out, company is receiving almost $4,000 a month. That's why for giving out $1,000, it's very logical. Even if you are the owner of car club, for you to, if somebody is giving you $4,000 a month, would you be happy to give $1,000? Yes, you will. That's why car club is so lucrative and so easy, is because of the digital aspect of this business. Now, let's explain how do you achieve tier 6, tier 7, tier 8, tier 9, and tier 10. It is very, very simple. That's why once you achieve tier 5, that is how much? That is 10,000 a month. Now, for example, you get another 120 people. No problem. Meaning you have one more leg that does 100 and another leg that does 20. That means now you will not just you have, because on tier 5 you have car plus 10,000. You have car plus 10,000. Now, because you have done another tier 1, you get tier 5 plus tier 1, meaning you get 10,000 plus car plus another car. Now, if you do tier, for example, you've done tier 5, then you have done another 120 and another 120. Now you are making 2 cars, 10,000 and 1,500. And if, for example, if you've done 2 tier 5s, for example, you got 2 times 600. Now you're making 20,000 plus 2 cars. And that's how it will keep on going. That's why the system says tier 5, but you can achieve multiple tier 5s in the system as well. Now Now, a lot of times when you working in a plan, what happens is in the plan you have to bring new billing every single month, and you have to keep on growing that network. The best thing about Car Club is that once you have grown your network, even if you are not working, you're still making money every single month of your life. Because once you've grown your network, that's it. This network will keep on paying you. You don't have to grow another network. And you don't have to dig a well every single month to get more water. That's why, for example, you have an organization. Now you have joined E, you have joined B, and you have joined C. These A, B, C have joined the business not for you to get the car. They joined the business because they want the car. That's why these organizations will keep on growing. Why we kept it $33? The reason is people could have paid even $50 or $100 subscription, but what we don't want people to cancel. $33 is an amount where people don't mind. People are paying for Spotify. People are paying for Disney. People are paying even for blue ticks, they're paying like $8 or $10 a month. For useless things people are paying, but in here, where they even get their money back after 2 years or 3 years or 5 years, they get their holidays. I will explain that in a bit. It's like forced saving account. And also you can win a car, you can make residual. That's why people will not cancel the subscription. And that's why the plan is so good. Now, the most difficult thing for any member was achieving the car. Now, there is a saying that even you have $1 million in your bank account, people can't see that you have money. How do in society people judge us? People judge us from our vehicles, what car we are driving. That's how people judge us, because that is the measure of your success. If you're driving a Ferrari, people know that you have money. If you're driving an old car, even you have $1 million in your bank account, people will say that person is broke. That's why car is something that people will measure you how much money that you are making. Now, you have achieved a Car Club car with your Car Club logo on it, beautiful Car Club logo. You probably have seen that on the cars. And also saying that you can drive this car with $33 a month with your own personal QR code. Now, even if you go to a car show or you park this car into a shopping center, people will ask you, people will scan that QR code and they will join in your team. Now, when somebody calls you, and when you call somebody to join Car Club business, what question they ask you? They ask you a question, have you won a car? You say, you know what, I'm going to win a car. No. Once you won a car, you have a social proof that you have done it. Now, for you to achieve tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, tier 5, and beyond is going to be walk in a park. It's inevitable. Once somebody achieves a car, for them to achieve tier 10, it's just a process. It's not going to take long before you are tier 5, because the hardest thing is selling the opportunity before you having the car. And as you can see, there's so many people who are doing it within weeks, and even that is not hard. Just imagine once you achieve a car and that's why once you achieve the car, that means very soon you'll start making $10,000 every single month of your life. And you know what? $10,000 a month will pay a lot of the bills. Now that's how the Car Club plan works. Now, how do you start making money from the legs that are growing very fast? Like, for example, you have an organization where you have thousands of people. How do you benefit from that? Now, the company has thought of every single thing. That's why every time when you achieve the tier 5, now to open matching income, you need to achieve tier 5 when you're making 10,000 every month. Now, once you achieve the tier 5, your matching income opens up. That's when you start making matching income at tier 5. Now, whenever somebody achieves tier 5 in your team, now, for example, you have started an organization and somebody achieves tier, actually starts from tier 3. Now, for example, somebody achieves tier 3. Now, tier 3 person is making 4,000 a month. Tier 1 gets a car, tier 2 makes 1,500, tier 3 makes 4,000 a month. Now, tier 5 is going making 4,000. Now, because you have somebody in your organization who has achieved tier 3, you are also making 2,000 plus whatever you were making before. That's right. For example, if you're making 10,000 at tier 5, you're making 10,000 plus a car. Now you are making another 2,000 because somebody in your team has achieved tier 3. Now, if that person becomes tier 4, you're making 3,500. He's making 7,000. Now, the same person becomes tier 5. He's making 10,000. He or she is making 10,000. You are making 5,000 from that person. Now, for example, this person is, for example, in here, somebody becomes tier 5. Now, when somebody becomes tier 5, or for example, this one, somebody becomes tier 3 here. For example, somebody becomes tier 3 over here. You're making 2,000 from this first tier 3, you're making 2,000. For example, somebody also becomes tier 4 here. You're making 3,500 from him, 2,000 from him, 2,000 from her as well. So you're making multiple 2,000 from. Now, for example, somebody becomes a tier 5 over here. When somebody becomes tier 5, you're making 5,000 from him, 3,000 from here, 2,000 from here. But from tier 5, now tier 5 will block you from here. That's why the tier 5 will make the 2,000 from here, but the tier 5 will pay you the 5,000. That's why once any tier 5 comes in your team, that tier 5 will block you. Now, I will explain this again now. I'm going to give another example. Now, for example, you are tier 5 and you have tier 5 in your team. You are making 5,000 from this tier 5. You're also making your 10,000. You also have your car. Now, for example, there is another tier 5 here. Now, you are making 5,000 from this tier 5, but from this tier 5 will make 5,000. Okay? Now, again, I'll give you another example. For example, you are tier 5 and you have somebody becomes tier 5 over here. Now, how much you were making? 5,000 from this tier 5. So this tier 5, you make 10,000. You're making also 10,000, but you're making another 5,000 from it. Now, for example, somebody becomes tier 5 over here. But up till this person has become tier 5, he was tier 3 where you're making 2,000 subsequently. But think as soon this tier 5 becomes tier 5, 5,000 will go to this person, but his 5,000 will go to you. Okay? That's why, but one thing to understand is that from a leg, the minimum you will make is obviously it will approve you for your criteria for your tier 5, plus qualify you for your tier 5, plus if somebody achieves a tier 5, you're making 5,000 from that. That's the benefit of having a multiple organizations where you can even make from 100, 200 people, you could be making the matching bonuses. And there is a possibility from one organization you have multiple people. They dropped in a way where you making multiple tier 3, tier 4, and tier 5 incomes from one organization. That's why this income can go in hundreds of thousands, because the way Car Club is growing, we can see some major earners of this industry coming out of just Car Club alone, and a residual earners. That's why that is the power of residual income. Now, with a normal plan, as I said, you have to dig a well every single month. But what happens in Car Club? In Car Club, whoever people that you accumulate in 1 month, next month they're paying the subscription again, meaning you get paid for them again. Plus, the more people who have came into this organization that month. Now, next month, all these people meaning these people plus they got paid here, plus the new people who came in. Now, the third month, whoever came here, they will pay their subscription again in the month 3. Now, you get paid for all those people there. Now, on month 4, though anybody who came in month 1, month 2, month 3, they pay the subscription again. Meaning, even if there is nobody comes new, those people are paying the subscription again. That's why you're getting paid. You're getting the benefit. You're getting the benefit for all those people. That's why it works like a snowball effect. It gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and that's the power of Car Club. You don't have to dig a well every single month to drink water, and next month you have to dig another well. In here, the same people benefit you month after month and year after year. Now there is a matching. Now also what happens if you are paying the $33 a month and you have not achieved a car. Now, we've got somebody from America, his name is Ibrahim, and the way he sells this opportunity is that this is a program, a Car Club program, where it's helping you to go on holidays. Normally, a lot of us can't even go to a holiday even in 5 or 10 years. Just imagine, you are saving for your holiday in Car Club. It's a forced saving account. That's why every month that you pay the $33, after 2 years, you can choose to take a holiday or reduce your criteria down. Next year, company offers you another holiday, a better holiday, or reduce your criteria further. Then on year 4, again, it gives you even better holiday or reduce the criteria further. Now, I'll explain how it works, but to explain that, we have created a 1 minute, 19-second video, and that will give you much better understanding of how our no claim bonus works. Even for people who have not achieved a car, they can get benefit. Even that's why for somebody who's not achieving car, why they are in the system, they can get the holidays, and if they don't get the holidays, they can reduce the criteria. And after 5 years, the criteria, if they have not taken any holidays, the criteria reduces to just 60 members to achieve a car, meaning 1 member a month. The reason that's why that video and the no claim bonus is for only those people who have not yet achieved a car. It's not for people who have already achieved a car. That's why no claim bonus only applies to people who have not achieved a car. And each time when you take a holiday, you don't lose your team. You still have the team, but the only difference is once you take the holiday, the criteria it has not reduced. But anyway, to explain that, I'm just going to quickly play a video.
Club.com No Claim Bonus. No Claim Bonus is designed to create a win-win scenario for people who have not yet achieved the car bonus. If you have not qualified for the car by the end of year 2, the company gives you 2 options. You can either take a holiday or qualify for the car with just 99 people instead of 120. The good part is that even when you take holiday, you don't lose the people you have signed up with in your team. Just that criteria remains 120. Upon completion of year 3, the company gives you 2 options again. You can either take a luxury holiday or reduce the criteria further and get your car with just 90 people. It gets even easier. At the end of year 4, you can qualify for a car with 78 people only, or take a resort holiday. Finally, at the end of year 5, you can either get a holiday for 2 or reduce your criteria to just 50%. That means you can qualify for your luxury car by just referring 1 person a month, 60 people in 60 months. And this means almost everyone can qualify for a car.
Sorry guys for now. I hope you understand the no car bonus as well. Now let's see. We've got some people have risen hands. We can take some questions. Now we can either. I think so. Let me just speak to. I think so. First of all, let me speak to Mark. I think so. Mark has taken some questions from some people, and he can actually answer. Mark, if you could ask some questions on behalf of some team members, that'll be amazing. Then we can start unmuting some leaders to actually ask the questions, please.
We need to spotlight yourself so that people can see. Probably remove spotlight and then add it.
Good. Now, what happened is that
That's
at
fine.
this moment, our CEO is
No.
on Zoom using my link. But as soon as I finish, they finish.
No.
Another 10 minutes, we will switch to that one.
We've got somebody called
Jumping in the car at the moment.
Cartiro. Let's unmute.
Okay. So you saw my ad in Abuja. Now I'm in London office. So really pleasure to know you. I'm just waiting for you can see me here.
Yes,
Our CEO.
Hi, my name is pronounced Katori. How are you?
Katuri. Okay, Katuri, how are you?
Sitting on Zoom at the moment.
I'm good, thank you. So I think I heard you say that it's a lease, right? The car that people are able to get is a lease?
Yes, indeed, my dear.
Okay. And do we, is there like a people in the United States or car dealerships that in the United States that you've actually contracted with to where people can go and
Amazing. I like that.
At the moment, we are dealing with CarMax, the car dealership that we are dealing with at the moment. The thing is, if you try to, logically, when somebody is paying $33, and even we have 120 people paying $33, the company is receiving 3,940. And the car that we're giving out is 40,000. So there is quite a bit of a difference here. That's why the only way the company can give multiple cars and hundreds and thousands of cars is if company is running on a model where the company is receiving 3,940 and some of the money is going towards the car. That's why the company, when company gives out the car, obviously company has to pay certain amount of deposit, company has to deal directly with the dealer, and also the car stays on company name for next 5 years. Because for next 5 years, the car stays on the company's name. Once, after 5 years, if somebody has kept the criteria, they get to keep the car. Okay? They get to keep, and the car ownership is going to be transferred to their name. So that is, I think that's the bit I've not explained. That's a very, very good question.
Also the alternative.
Oh,
If you
yes.
want to- there is an alternative as well. If you want to choose the car that you want, let's say it's not available at CarMax, or you want the car in your own name to begin with, what we can do is that you get the car in your name, and for lump sum, like the car insurance, road tax, etc., we pay you a lump sum $1,000 every single month towards the car. That way, you get the car in your name and use it the way you want as per the lease agreement. We pay you $1,000 towards the car.
Thank you very much. Now, any more questions from you, my dear?
And then we can do 9 o'clock, 9:30.
Or let's take Hannah's question now.
Now it's very choppy. I cannot see. Okay?
Hi, my name is Hannah. Thank you.
Hi, Hannah, how are you?
Good. My question is not relating to the car. My question is relating to our accumulated reward in next gen, because when we move over to this new.
Sorry, this call is only regarding Car Club. That's why if anybody has got Car Club questions, please raise hand. That's why please. Now we've got.
Separate confirmation.
We can do a separate call for that, but we've got next question from Lizelle. And yes, Lizelle, if you have any question, please.
Good afternoon, and thank
Yeah.
you so much for everything you guys are doing.
Thank you much.
I am enthralled with this whole thing, and
Yeah.
it's become a highlight of my life, honestly, after many years of working in this industry. So I have a couple of questions that there seems to be some lack of actual certainty on regarding the couple of the bonuses. So there's the fast start bonus of $100 as soon as they have
It's
their free.
$110. Sorry, it's $110.
110. So
100.
I'm wanting to. There's been some talk that might be going away after launch, and I just want to put my 2 bits in here that I really think that's an important bonus to keep in place. It's good leverage to get people to hurry up and get their 3. Without it, we will have more people that don't jump and run, and so I use that every day, many times every day. So really want to keep it.
Now, Lizelle, one thing I can promise you, there could be other changes. I don't think there are going to be other changes because we're not looking to change anything for a long period of time. That's why we given the time until only 14th of May for any suggestions for us to implement to enhance our compensation plan. But after 14th of May, we're not looking to change anything because with me, I had very bad experience in network marketing where the companies keep on changing the goalposts. That's why I don't want to do something like that in Car Club. That's why once we settled on something, if it's working, we shouldn't really change that. That's why the
Exactly. Thank
first
you.
answer to your question is that we are not taking this away at all.
Wonderful.
The idea was to increase that, but
Wonderful. That's even better.
but the thing is that was refused by some of the networkers because a lot of time what happens is we came up with the idea but that was increasing the
Daily, for the monthly subscription.
monthly subscription and increasing the joining as well. That's why.
I think it's perfect. But the way it is, it's very good. Very good. It's
That's
awesome.
that suggestion came, but that was increasing it to like almost 400 or something. That was something.
No, I like the price point you
But
got
let's
on
not
everything.
let's
It's
not
perfect.
ever change anything. That's it. That's
Yep,
the idea.
absolutely.
Now, also the 110 the joining fee is at the moment is sorry.
I have another.
1 minute. Okay. Now stay here, please. Sorry. Thank you. Now the joining fee again. We've got the discount of $55 or 50 euros. That's not going away for probably for a long time. Maybe for the first year of our launch, we are not looking to change that. So that
Wonderful.
that's what maybe even after that it will stay, but it's a good punchline to actually get people involved. That's why we
Oh, absolutely.
that
Get in
was-
profit mode on your first day. It's wonderful. I love it.
That's the idea. That's why the
Right.
$55 discount and the $150 $110 fast card bonus is staying. Now we have created a brand new dollar presentation. Now, when we launched this company, the idea was to give out basic cars, but obviously the cars that people don't want basic cars, especially the network marketing industry. Networkers are making a lot of money and they don't like driving basic cars. That's why our idea was to give out better cars. But then when we were writing the latest car that was going against, like you couldn't get a latest car because of the chip shortages. It takes years for a backlist, waiting list to get a car. And also it was misleading basically. That's why now if you get a car up to $40,000 and it can be an approved used car, and if it's a nice car, that's good enough. And it doesn't need to be Mercedes. It could be anything that you choose. I think so.
Right.
That now, any more questions, Hannah?
I do have one more question about to clarify for sure. You're saying that nothing as we know it right now regarding the comp plan is scheduled to be changed on launch, because there's been some talk about the $300 bonus going away too.
No. 2020 is also before when we launched Car Club, $300 was not there. Now I'll explain you the $300. The $300 actually is not costing anything to the company. That's why it's not going at all.
Wonderful. I just wanted to clarify.
Now I'll explain. It's a very good question you made, but I'll tell you logically what because now whenever somebody achieves 2020, and we have seen this so far in 4 different examples. Anybody who achieves 2020, they never receive the 300. Why is that? Tell me why is that?
Why is it that they never get the 300?
Because once they achieve 2020, within the month that we are about to pay 300 to them, they achieve a car.
Right.
That's how we worked out. It doesn't even cost us money.
Yeah. Yeah. But it is still there because I'm using it as an incentive to get your 3 with 20.
It's
3 with 20. Yeah.
The
And
thing
then of
is,
course it's going to bypass that. You know, if you've got people who are active.
It's there to stay.
it's there to stay, but the thing
Yeah.
is, it just somebody suggested it, and they said it's so easy to sell when we show this
Oh,
slide.
yeah.
I said, okay, let's have it. But I because I was against it, because the reason I was against it was because I said logically it doesn't make any sense, because the company never has to give out this to anybody. And why should we have this? And they said, no, but it's a very easy selling tactic. We need to
Yeah.
have it. So I think it helps the
It's a
network.
milestone for people to work toward.
Thank you.
You have to have those small little steps that they advance and they go from one thing to the next and they start to see the progress. So
And this,
I do appreciate that it's in there.
now this really, proves our compensation plan, that how easy it is that when somebody reaches 2020, they always achieve a car. That's how easy it is in Car Club to achieve a car.
Right, exactly.
Thank you very much, Hannah. And oh, sorry.
Okay,
Now,
so we've got our CFO.
Hello, my name is Rizwan God. You might have seen my photo in presentation. I'm the guy who deals with all the money matters and the back end, a lot of it. And I have the app. It's on my Android phone. They are Apple people, so they don't have it yet. It will be coming for Apple also, and for Android. It's not actually available on Play Store yet. We are still working on it, and we are hoping for the event time it is available. But can't promise it on it because it's not in our hand. It's the Google the Play Store. They have to approve it, and Apple iOS have to approve it, and they have their own departments who go through the checks that it has any virus or etc., which it doesn't. But obviously they will take their time. But I have the demo version to show you. I don't know if I'll be able to. So if I open it,
let's get closer. It does make it clear actually. It does say Car Club on top of it.
it will say My Car Club, and the logo will change also. So that's one. So swipe to log in. So that's I'm logged in on an account. So it has how many people are active and tier 1, etc. It shows everything. And if I go in the menu, it has the full functionality as you should you see on
On the website.
website on web-based. So it has your you can WhatsApp it, etc. So you can send it, share it. So it has the full functionality, and because password is stored there, the data is stored. It's much faster to open even on low internet, and you don't need to remember everything. So it's like your banking app in your phone, quick access. There will be face recognition or fingerprint, whatever you use for the phone, and through that you'll be able to log in. So because everybody uses this, very few people use laptop. Rehan doesn't use laptop. He just phone. And me and Shweta, because we have to do a lot of work back and we do. So majority people, I think so, 95% people will be using phone. So this will be a much good add-on.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Rizwan. Thank you very much. Now, the app should be available within a week. I would say, finger crossed, touch wood. We've done almost 17 apps before, launched 17 apps on Play Store and also on Apple devices as well. That's why we've done this multiple times. And I don't see this not being available in a week because the app is ready, only needs the approval. Once and Play Store approves it, it takes about another week for Apple to approve it as well. And as long as there are no bugs or viruses in,
Sometimes like
yeah, sometimes.
things.
Yeah, that's right. Sometimes, but because it's nothing to do with crypto, I think so. It's very easy to get them approved. That's why. Now everything is moving towards the app now. That's why that is the new thing that's coming in. That's why Rizwan is the guy who pays out everyone. That's why he's at his team. That's why he's a very important person in the company. Thank you very much. Now we've got the next person, Dr. KP. Copy. You just unmute.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Ryan. How are you?
How are you? How are you? Yes.
I'm great. So I'd like to ask about the luxury car because I have several. I'm from California, and I have several people who wants to learn more in the Philippines. So my first question is, the car is supposed to be like $40,000, right?
Yes.
Yes, and the $40,000, if you convert that to pesos in the Philippines times 55 pesos per dollar, that's almost over 2 million pesos.
Yes.
So with the 2 million pesos, it's a third world country, but there are like the networking country of Asia. They love networking.
That's
And
right. I've been, like I was there, as you know, and we did this.
yeah, they were blown away, just me sharing it to them. And we're in the process of really understanding everything. I'm talking to the several leaders of every region because we have 3 big regions over there, the Luzon, Visayas, and the Mindanao. But all of them are really great networkers. They truly understand the value of scaling. So my question, one of the biggest question they ask is, it's $40,000 and there's a lot of money for us. We can buy several cars, not just one, with 40,000. So their question is if they can buy like 2 cars equivalent to 40,000, is that possible?
Now, very good question. Now the thing is, every country has its own challenges. That's why, for example, I don't know if you've seen the videos from Nigeria. In Nigeria, they are actually. Let me just show you this video, just to give you an example of what's going on around the world. So we've got one winner from Nigeria coming up very soon. That's why in Nigeria they're giving out these cars. That's why this is one of the presentations done by one of the guy who's close to winning the car.
Yeah, I see that.
You've seen it. Now the thing is, we can obviously the cars are much cheaper there, but we like to give a nice luxury car, not a tuk-tuk in
yeah, you know the tuk-tuk.
So I don't want a tuk-tuk in Nigeria, in Philippines. That's why we want a nice car because of, we don't want to put our logo on a cheap car. That's number one. Number two, people have an option to receive $1,000. That's why, because we've got so many people on this car, $1,000 for a 40,000 euro car is too much. The reason is you can get a $40,000 car with a lot, even with $500-600 a month, you can get a $40,000 car because $600 will cover a monthly installment for a $40,000 car, but for $600. That's why the other $400 is for the insurance, for the maintenance, and all sorts of costs. That's why the 4,000 either we can get them a car in Philippines. We'll speak to a nice car dealer like we are doing. We've done it in Nigeria, we've done it in UK, and we are doing it in USA. That's why we can speak to the dealers over there and we can directly deal with them. We can pay them through a bank transfer, and next we can set up the monthlies through direct through our banks available. But we can do all that. That's not really a problem. We've got admin staff who's doing this on daily basis. But for example, if somebody wants $1,000, that's fine. Keep the $1,000 and buy 2 cars. It's their choice. Plus, as I said to you before, once you achieve a car, the tier 2 is the easiest one to achieve, because for that you don't even have to grow another organization. We have people who are not achieving tier 1, they're achieving tier 2 before they even tier 1. That's why once somebody wins a car, they will get onto 1,500, 4,000, 10,000. That's why once people will start making that sort of money, they don't want a cheap car. They will be driving very good car. That's why the idea is once people start making money from Car Club, they're not just making money, they just have the car, they're also making very good money to support the lifestyle, and also not because we don't want to give people just a car. We want to give them houses as well. That's why, because with $10,000 a month, they can live in a very nice house and they can afford a very nice car. And thank you very much. Thank you very much, Copy from Philippines. Looking forward to working with you. Please try to understand the system, because not many people are promoting this in Philippines. That's why, please, if you understand the system, I think so you're going to be the first person to promote it. Now, in Philippines, we have the SEC license as well as a company, the only company to have the SEC license in Philippines. the office was there as well. That's why we, as a company, we are very, very good to promote the business in Philippines. The only company to have the SEC license. Actually, today, Mark has asked for our license, copy of the license.
Rehan. Yeah. So I'm really excited about hearing the SEC because that is supposed to be my second question. And
Yes.
if I have a copy of that, but I truly understand Mark is my direct sponsor. And
Ryan,
yeah.
are you coming to class?
Yes.
So my if I can just ask you a favor, if I can get a copy of that. And I understand that we don't have a physical office over there. It's an admin office, right?
The thing
And
is,
then,
let me tell you what happens. We have an office there, but whenever we send people there, they end up signing up with another team. That's why we had some experiences where it was very good experience. That's why I don't like. That's why we don't like to send people. We actually paying for the office, but it's just that.
yeah, I just need to ask.
People get mixed everywhere. That's why we have the license. We have the SEC license.
Yes.
I can send it to you. And,
Okay.
but the thing is, it's just that we've seen with network marketing, especially in Philippines, people just you send Mark sends somebody there, you end up with somebody else.
No problem. No
We don't
problem
need
about
to.
that. Yeah.
Thank you,
So
Mark.
thank you so much, and congratulations, Mark. Thank you, Ren.
Thank you. Okay, now we've got Coach Veer now. Let's speak. Coach.
Yeah, it's Coach Veer. Coach Veer. It's all right.
You know what, Coach Veer, I've your reputation precedes you. The reason is somebody was speaking very highly of you. That's why I was looking forward to speaking to you.
I appreciate that, man. It's very good to connect with you directly as well, and looking forward to having a conversation with you, hopefully sooner than later, directly. So I have a few questions. I just want to be quick with them, not to take too much time. First question is, so basically we have up to about $40,000 US worth of vehicle that we can choose from. My question is, let's say that I saw a vehicle that was worth about $50,000, and I was willing to front the additional $10,000. Would the company still be willing to commit up to the $40,000 towards that, or does it have to be a vehicle just worth $40,000 itself or less?
Now, very good question. Now, a lot of time, some people have sent us questionnaires, 28 questions. We received one questionnaire from Leanne. She's very close to winning a car in USA. She's already got more than 100 in the other, and she's just working on the third organization. That's why she's very close to winning the car in USA. Now, she sent a questionnaire from her team, 28 questionnaires. Now, that questionnaire was so long, and it had some silly questions like if there is an accident, who pays for it? I said, obviously, the insurance company pays for it. Now, how long it takes for the company to replace that car? That's why we say, you know what, obviously, it's been an accident now, the insurance company will pay for the car, and obviously that will just, because that's where the insurance, that's why there were so many repetitive questions that could only be answered. If you use common sense, you can easily answer all those questions. That's why we there were scenarios that nobody, that they were really scenarios that you use common sense, you can answer those questions. That's why they were just really, that wasted a lot of my time and Shweta's time just answering those questions. But anyways, but saying that, when somebody wins a car, it's a very important moment for the company, because when somebody wins a car, it's a social proof, and company wants, because company is receiving a huge chunk of money every month. That's why our goal is that we want to receive that $4,000 every month, and we want to give that $1,000 straight away, or give that person a car straight away, because company wants to keep on receiving that 4,000. You got my point, Coach V. That's why what we do is we straight away get onto the phone to the person who is about to win the car. Like for example, once you are close to winning the car, you will see that there'll be probably 2-3 admin staff calling you. It's not what the other way around is it's this way around, because as a company we're making more money than you are. That's why we will be calling you to finding out what car do you want, sir. That's why the idea is that to provide the car as soon as possible, and plus provide you what you really want. That's why I've been speaking to Gary, who's not just because he's already done 100 and 100. That's why now in his fourth leg, he's doing the 40 and he has not even achieved the car yet because the third leg is not 40. That's why he's going to be achieving 1,000 plus 1,500 now. And he doesn't want 40,000 car. He wants 100,000. I said, okay, instead of paying you 2,500, let's work out a way to get you 100,000 car. That's why we've been working with Gary to work out how we're going to get him 100,000 car. That's why if 100,000 car has our logo on it, it's going to look really, really nice. That's why it's more like one-to-one service. It's very bespoke sort of service. That's why once you're close to winning the car, you'll receive your gold from us. Like for example, Mark he doesn't want a car, he wants an SUV because he just bought a convertible. That's why he wants an SUV. I said, let's get you an SUV then. That's how we roll over here actually. Thank you, Veer. Now, any more questions? Any more questions of Coach Veer?
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize I was muted back again.
Sorry, I don't know. I'm not muted here. I don't know how it happened, but anyway.
Okay, yeah. So just kind of following off on what you just said and what you mentioned in the presentation, you said as you move up in tiers, you can get an upgraded vehicle. All right. So if you're starting at roughly $40,000 US, tell me about the when you say they can be upgraded, the vehicle.
No. So sorry, I think so. When we initially started the company, we were just giving out cars. That's why the idea was to give you one car and then better car and better car and better car. But then we spoken to the leaders. They said, you know what, people needs to put food on their table as well. That's why can't be just giving a car, and in the end people have a Lamborghini and they can't put petrol in that Lamborghini.
Okay, that makes sense. All right, good. So that covers that question. You said keeping the criteria, not missing a month, with regard to the no claims bonus. Can you define keeping the criteria? Do you mean not a subscription is missed for the period of time, or
it has to be consecutive 2 years. That's why, for example, if somebody has not paid in between a month, the consecutive year does not count. That's why if there is a consecutive 12 months, for example, somebody has paid, because we also take yearly subscription as well. For example, somebody has paid for 1 year and then paid for another year, that's fine. Consecutive 2 years have been counted. That's why if somebody has been, for example, somebody has paid for 3-4 months and then stopped paying and then start paying again, then stop paying, then that does not count consecutively.
Right, that was my concern. So, okay, that makes sense. I like that because that's very smart, actually. It's a great way to keep people active and not drop out. You're a smart guy. All right. Now, in terms of the ranks, what just happened? I'm still here. I'm not sure if I'm stuck or who's stuck. Uh-oh.
No.
Oh, yes. I'm not sure what just happened, but it just froze.
Sorry.
Okay. No problem. All right. So I would say that was a very smart move. My next question is with regard to the ranks, or not ranks, or there's no ranks, it's just tier 1, tier 2. Are there any intentions to actually have rank names? I'm thinking about, I'm hitting.
Now, let me tell you, the suggestion already have team, and we have already are doing something. We're going to have a leadership meeting. Now, let me tell you how our company operates. Now, obviously, it's me, Paul, Rizwan, and then we have Shweta, and then we have Kendall. We've got admin staff, about 10 or 8 head of the admin staff. Obviously, the admin staff is obviously over 200 people, but the 10 people are head of the staff. That's why now the 10 of us, and then we have another COCs, that's Circle of Champions. That's why we have about 20 other networkers. So we have about a group of 30 people that make these decisions. That's why the people come up with the ideas, or the ideas came through to them from their teams. We put those ideas, and then we have a voting on it, and then people decide, and that's how we implement things. Now, a lot of things that we do, any decisions that we do in the company, I do not make those decisions. I put those ideas front of our panel, and then if that gets approved, things happen. That's why a lot of things that you see in our company happening, they are not there's no decisions made by one person. It's been made by not just the admin staff, but also by the networkers as well. That's why I call this company not just a company, a family, because people we listen to our network. Now tier 1 to 5 is changing. The idea is to have tier 10, club 10,000, club 7,000, club 4,000, and so on. These are some of the ideas. That's why I don't know if you like this idea or not.
Well, anything that sounds better than if I hit tier 5 and then I hit tier 3, and I mean, what do you say? I'm a tier 5 plus tier 3 ranking member. That's
what's getting complicated. That's why the idea is that we change the names, but what names to change to, and because if we have club 10,000, then people know straight away this how much. If Coach Veer has achieved club 10,000, he's making 10,000. That's why if he has achieved club 20,000, that means he has got tier 2 twice. But the another thing is, because we also make, I think so more people, our top earners are going to be making more money from matching bonus than even the tiers. That's why,
definitely, of course.
That's why people are going to be making, probably their matching income is going to be their 90% of their income. That's why that's why once the company starts growing, I think so the main income for the big networkers is going to be the matching income. That's why we don't know what names to give to the presidents or what once people start making 100,000 plus. That's why there is so many things that needs to be decided, but at the moment we're just trying to get the basic things done. The apps,
no problem. Yeah, no problem. No rush. I just was curious about it.
One thing is for sure, we're not changing the basic compensation plan.
Right. Okay. Good.
These changes are not really changes. These are basically it's a necessity of time, where once we start growing, obviously we need those things, and these are good problems to have. There are bad problems to have. These are good problems to have, and that's what we're going to decide later on. But
I don't want to stay too long. I don't want to stay long. These last two questions, and I'm gone. Just one. When the change to US dollars occurs, which is soon, will it be the equivalent of the euro amount right now?
Very good question. Sometimes it's very close to the euro, sometimes it's little less, or sometimes little more, but it's very, very close to the euro amount. The reason we are sticking to we're not putting the conversion is because, for example, the rate changes all the time. That's why one month somebody's paying 33, some months they're paying 33 and a half, sometimes they're paying 32. That's why it creates a lot of confusion. That's why we want to stick to. That's why if you calculate on Google, 29 euros is about $33.
That's fine. That's a small issue. That's a small issue. I don't have.
That's why we want to stick to fixed amounts. That's why the way the system will work is that you will have fixed pound amount, fixed euro amount, and fixed dollar, and that's how and then we'll have three presentation: pound, euro, and dollar presentation. And also in Africa we'll have lira presentations, and different countries will have different presentations but the base currency is still euro. But obviously the conversions will happen. But once we convert, we will have a fixed round price we will choose, because otherwise the amounts are changing all the time, and it's just a nightmare.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Thank you so much for answering the questions. I will look forward to having that no claims bonus video. How soon can we have access to that? I'm with Darren. Darren is my upline. So yeah, I really would love to have that. I think it's an amazing short clip, and I'm ready to run. And as a networker,
I can send video. I can send that video to Darren. That's not a problem. I can send that video to Darren. And
I
also
appreciate that.
we're working on 6 new videos, and those are going to be available as well. I think that there's a lot of marketing material we're working on. We're also bringing in an option for you to print a sticker before you have even won the car with your own QR code. That's why with 3 different dimensions, with 2 different color schemes, to have a car logo on a light color car or a dark car, you'll be able to print out those stickers to put those stickers on your cars as well. So we are actually doing a lot of these things behind the scene, but obviously there's a lot of, because obviously our event is coming up as well, and there's too many things to do.
So we're also going to launch some new videos on our event. There'll be how-to videos regarding cars, for the basic videos like how to change your engine oil, how to change your tire, and how to detail your car, etc. So all these videos shall be launched on the events, and then going forward, pretty much every week we'll be launching new videos related to cars.
That's great, because persons have been asking about the value in terms of what we're actually getting outside of just bringing persons on. So it's very important that you said that. I appreciate that as well. Thank you so much, guys. I've taken up so much time already. I'll look up for that video from Darren, I guess, soon after the call. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Coach. Now we've got Ben Mikisa. Ben Mikisa is can't unmute. Okay, let me just do this. Sorry guys. We've got, let's speak. Okay. Hi.
Hello.
Hi Ben.
Hello.
Yes.
Hi. Yes, this is Ben. Thank you for that wonderful clarification and training. I've got 2 questions, and I'll fire them very quickly. Number 1, when somebody applies for any tier below me, for me to get that matching bonus, I guess he must be my direct sponsor, right?
No, you don't need to, that person does not need to be your direct sponsor. That's number 1. Number 2, you have to be tier 5 to access matching bonus. Now, for example, you are here and you are a tier 5. Now, for example, this is one of your organization, somewhere down here, this person becomes a tier 5. Now, you or tier 3 or tier 4, you will be making the income. Now, for example, somebody becomes tier 5 over here. Now, this tier 5 will take away your income from here, and that income will go to this tier 5. But the good news is, this tier 5, until he or she becomes tier 5, you were making money when they were tier 3, when they were tier 4, and even you were making money from here. But as soon as they achieve tier 5, you start to make 5,000 from that person as well. So from each time somebody will block you, they will block you, but the minimum that they will block you, but they will block you with $5,000. They will not block you for free. That's why they will keep on paying you the $5,000. That's the good thing about the whole matching bonus. Sometimes what happens is when somebody achieves a same position as you, it blocks your whole leg for that matching bonus. But in here, whenever somebody achieves a tier 5 between you and that person who is not even your direct, that leg will at minimum pay you the 5,000. Thank you very much. I hope
okay. Thank you. Now, final question is, can I change a car every year? If or every time I want to change one, or maybe every 6 months or every year, or I have to drive the same car throughout 5-year period?
The idea is to qualify for the car for 5 years and then keep the car, and then we give you another car and you can sell that car. Not meaning that could bring you a lump sum of money after every 5 years. But the thing is, if we do the others, then it's very hard to keep a track of what we have done and what we have not done. That's why the idea is when you get the car, you keep the car for 5 years, and then after 5 years you get to change on something else. But the thing is, once you won the car, you're working very closely to the company as well. We're not very strict. That's why we can, if there are compromises that needs to be done, we can do the compromises. It's not really that this is a line on a stone. You have to stick with this. If there's circumstances that does not allow you to have that car or something, then we can work together. It's not really, we're not that strict end of the day. If the money is coming in, money is coming in. That's what it is. But anyway, thank you very much, Ben.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Now we've got Del now. We'll take last question from Del, and because we have run out of time now, we wanted to take more questions, but we'll take the last question from Del and we'll end this call. Thank you very much. Hi, Del.
Hi, how are you? I am so excited and happy to be a part of this. My 2 questions very quickly.
Actually, we'll take one question from Carlos as well. That's why we'll take question from Carlos and Del. Yes, sorry.
Okay, that's okay. Did you say that the car logos that are put on the car has our own personalized QR code? So when somebody sees our car, they scan, they get to our referral link.
The QR code is unique to your ID. That's why when they scan, they join you. That's why it says scan me underneath. That's why when people see your car parked in a car park or on the street, they can admire your car and you can say, drive this car for $33 a month. You can scan that. Now, the best thing is those stickers are going to be available to download from the back office. That's why, for example, you have not achieved the car, but you can still download that logo unique to your ID, meaning you can take that logo to a printer, they can print that out and they can stick it on your car. If you are in UK, we can obviously you can download a file and we can show you which printer to take it to, and they charge like less than $100 to fit the stickers, print the stickers and do everything. That's like it's like $40 for each side. That's why it's quite cheap. And they do a very good job. That's why we have a manufacturer, but we can see if we can find somebody in USA or anybody, because there are so many places you can get. USA is so big, so many. Yeah, something closer to you guys. Okay, that's what I can say. But anyway, thank you for this question.
Awesome. Wait, I just have one more thing very quickly.
Yes, please.
If someone chooses a vacation after the 2nd year and the car qualifying criteria remains the same, are they still eligible for a vacation again after the 3rd year if they've been consecutive with everything, or is it one vacation?
Very, very good question. Now, after 2 years, they get 2 options. One, they can reduce the criteria from 120 to 99 people, or they can take a holiday. Now, if they take the holiday, the criteria stays at 120, and they don't lose the people that they have, meaning they can qualify next year, they can still, 3rd year, they can still qualify for the car with bringing 120 people. But if they take the holiday, then if they have not taken the holiday, then they can qualify with the 99 members. But for example, I say that they've taken the holiday and the criteria has not gone down to 120. Okay. Now the 3rd year, they decided, you know what, I want to take the holiday. Now they will take the 3rd year, they can take the holiday, but obviously again, or they can take the holiday again, and the criteria will still stay the same. Meaning every year they can take the holiday, but the criteria will not go down. Criteria still stay at 120. Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you for this question. Now let's speak to Carlos now. Hi, Carlos.
Ran, awesome, awesome, very exciting. You guys are amazing, brilliant. You know, all the years in this industry, and we had to wait till 2023 for someone like Ren and his team to come out with this concept. Amazing. Thank you so much. So my question, I am close to 200 people in my system already. They're already signed in there, but there is a little delay on the payments. So we're still getting a lot of people declined or failed on their card. So now they got to go back, call the bank. So that delay is actually affecting the growth. So the question is, are we changing the system to dollars? So
yes, very good question, Carlos. Now the thing is, now USA banks are very accustomed to take payments in dollar. Okay. Now, is it with two lines or one line? The dollar is it 2 lines?
Yeah, nowadays $2.
That's the dollar. Okay, I think so. In Colombia, I think that they have one line with their dollar. I think there is one line. Yours is $2. Yes. Now that was the confusion. Now because USA banks are accustomed to take dollars when the system tries to take euros, but obviously the dollars are coming out from your account. Certain banks just don't. They don't take, they don't compute basically. But when we are changing the system into dollars, I don't see this will happen. That's why, because we are using the world's biggest gateway, we're not using, a gateway like any local gateway. We're using world's biggest gateway, and when we started, we only thought this business is going to be in UK and Europe. That's why we choose the euro. And a lot of the banks in UK, they don't, euro is a normal thing. And even in Europe, the euro is normal thing. Even dollar is a normal thing in here. But for America, I think so everything is very, very much into dollar. People are not accustomed to using different currencies except dollars. That's why banks are having this issue, because they very hardly see any euro transactions. That's why now when we're changing the system into dollar, that's why I don't see these transactions failing. But obviously, as you can understand, as you can appreciate, we've only launched just over a month ago. Our pre-launch started. Our launch event is on the 14th. We are still in the beta phase. So we're trying to fix everything during this beta phase. And I think so by the time we launch, we'll have almost everything fixed. And especially this particular problem, because originally we were using a local gateway, but then we switched it to an international gateway. And but still, I think so because the system was in euros, I think so the problem has reduced to maybe 95%, but there is still a problem of certain banks not approving the payments. Thank you. Any more questions from Coach, and we will finish the call. I think I'll take the last question from Rachel. I would say Rachel, and then I'll go. Thank you. Thank you, Coach. Thank you very much. Rachel. Let's take the question from Rachel.
Hey there. This has been an amazing call, Rehan. Thank you so much for having me on. I was sitting here sending you a text message so I could get my questions answered. So I listened to everything, and I think this is amazing. And I think these are some key things that some people may be asking. So first, several questions. First of all, on the bonuses that we currently have, they are in euro.
No,
can you provide what the, pardon?
Sorry, I think so. You have not received because before 600 euro, we were paying 600 euro towards the card. Now we have increased the 600 euro to $1,000. Before you could own maximum 40 people were counted from one organization. We have made it easy with 100. And that's why you only need 3 organizations. That's why That's why I think so. A lot of people are using the old presentation. The new presentation is all in dollar, and that is the correct information.
On all of the bonuses that they can achieve monthly, those are the correct ones?
Yes, of course.
Great. Second question for you. On the benefits for the car,
Yes.
what I know is that the monthly maximum in the insurance is $1,500. Are
Yes.
there monthly maximums on the maintenance, registration, taxes, inspection, and repairs as they pertain to the car?
Now, there is no maximum on that, but obviously because we want the person to keep the car. That's why it's 40,000 for a car, and also there is insurance as well. So if we want, and because there is a max use on the car, that's about 12,000 miles, 12,000 miles a year cap as well. That's why, because of all these things, but there is no other caps. There, meaning, for example, there is something gone wrong with the car. Seriously, there's engine has blown up or something. Then obviously there is an insurance in place, but obviously that can't recover it. Then obviously there are. We try to get insurance that will cover all that as well, but there is no maximum on that. Sorry, we will get your car fixed.
If they go over that 12,000 miles per year, do they have to pay something
Yes,
into that?
50 cents per mile.
50 cents a mile. Okay, great. Here's my next 3 questions, and I promise you I'm finished, but I'm just thinking this is what's going to be asked.
Yes.
On the payments of the $1,000, if they don't want to take the car and they just want to get their own car, is all of the maintenance, registration, taxes, repairs, road hazard, all of that included in that also?
Yes, everything is included. But if you're taking the 1,000, then you're taking the 1,000. That's it. That's why. But if you're getting a car from us, the car is our responsibility.
Wonderful. Last 2 questions, Rehan. On signups right now, I know you mentioned the new $143 in the US and $33 a month. If a
Yes.
person signs up today, will they be paying that, or will they still be paying whatever the current rate is?
At the moment, the system is not 100% changed into dollars because system is still taking euros, but and it's converting into dollars. That's why it's probably taking 33 point something or 22 point something. So, but once we change the system fixed into dollars, it will take fixed $33. It will pay $55 directly. It will take fixed $110. That's why everything is going to be fixed. But at the moment, nothing is fixed yet.
Okay. Last question. I promise I'm out of here. So here's my very last question. People are coming in right now under the month to month, but all of a sudden they say, you know what, I think I want to upgrade and just go to the full year. Do they pay the difference between what they paid month to month, or do they have to pay out the 318 euros as it is in USD?
For example, somebody has paid for 3 months,
Mhm.
and now they want to pay for a year. That's why then they choose the 318 option because it's very difficult to do anything else. That's why they will pay for 318. They are paying for 11 months, but they will get 12 months. Now,
So essentially, they're going to get that extra. They're really going to pick up a whole nother year on top of their 3
another
months.
whole year, because obviously this is a long-term sort of thing. That's why even when they win a car, they still kept on paying the $33. That's why if they pay for another 1 year, that's they're saving 1 month there anyway. That's why it's one, because it's not just an year's plan. It's a lifetime plan kind of thing. That's why it's but it brings me to another very, very important point that I have not explained in my training, and I think so it's one of the most important point. And I don't think so even anybody has asked me that question as well. Now, Rachel, what happens is when somebody does not pay, what happens? When, for example, you have not paid your monthly subscription, you have paid this month, but next month you have not paid your monthly subscription. Anybody who joins your team will never be counted for you. Okay? Meaning, if you have not paid your subscription, and if somebody signs up in your team, that person, even later on, you buy the subscription month following month, but that person during your absence will never ever show in your organization. Now the reason that is implemented into the system is otherwise your downline will be thinking that I will only pay my subscription when I will qualify for the car and then I start paying. That's why if they're thinking that, their downline will be thinking the same thing and so on and so on. That's why nobody will be paying this subscription. Everyone will wait until they get 120 people and then they start paying. That's why we had to find a way to make sure that the system is fair. That's why the system is only fair when when people signing up in your team, your ID is also active. You need to have an active account that you have paid your subscription. Yes.
Does that roll up to that next sponsor? So if that person is
obviously it counts for everyone else above them, everyone. Okay. But that particular sponsor, that the person that's in between has not paid for the subscription. Anybody that comes or even spill over in their team, they will not get that. They will not get that because they were not active during the period that person joined. Right. Okay. Otherwise, nobody will pay the subscription until they get 120 people. You know. Perfect. Because there will because for example, whenever there is a loophole, people will try to exploit that loophole, and that was the loophole that we had to find a solution to that loophole. Okay. Thank you very much, Rachel, for asking all these amazing. Thank you very much. I think so. I am exhausted now because 2 hours and 11 minutes, and thank you very much for asking.